He's going right down the middle.
Gotcha. Go up front. He's gonna jump. Make him come up right there. Oh yeah! The Bahia Honda was absolutely incredible. We had that incoming tide. We'd already caught 2 or 3 fish. We'd had a whole bunch more on. And to my experience down there, the incoming was okay and it was good, but the outgoing is always where I'd had my best luck. Right in that eddy, man. Woo! Larry, oh, look at that jump. Woo! Outgoing tide, Bahia Honda. I told you, it gets good.
Oh! Yeah!
Come on, come on. Oh, he ate it. He ate it. He ate it. Nice, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought you said you had
Got him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off. Oh, awesome. Look at that big boy. Woo!
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
Okay.
Look at that big old mouth. Woo, let me check him out. Get down there and get my mitts on. That's a nice fish.
That is a good one. Bahia Honda tarpon.
And there are a bunch of. That's great. You know, it's amazing we haven't seen any predators as I say
Keep
that.
holding this one. We're gonna see one right here. You ready? Here he goes.
Yeah, go ahead. Whew. Yeah, the Bahia Honda was absolutely incredible. We had that incoming tide. We had trailered down from Hawks Cay that day because it was windy. Perfect situation where we just idled out to the bridge and we fished that incoming tide and it was jamming. I mean,
Yeah.
once we figured out the rig, we'd already caught 2 or 3 fish. We'd had a whole bunch more on. And to my experience down there, the incoming was okay and it was good, but the outgoing is always where I'd had my best luck. And once we waited for that tide to change, it was kind of a lull there, ate a little lunch while it was changing. But it was almost a totally different setup there.
It was a totally different setup. I mean, on the incoming tide, obviously the tide's running back to the Gulf of Mexico, and the fish are lined up in this small little area between the 2 bridges. But as that tide started changing around, it's a big, wide open spot, and there aren't these lanes, right? The fish are just everywhere out there. And as I look over the side of the boat, there are a lot of fish underneath us. I mean, a lot. So the whole situation, the whole scenario had changed. And I'm kind of wondering, I wonder if this same rig is going to work in this situation, because we're fishing a totally different situation. That was the question, and it was answered really quickly as I watched that balloon float out there, and it's on. There he is. Got him. Fight. He's on. He just let go big up. Gotta get on that motor. He's gonna take me over there. Going right down the middle. Right down the middle. We're okay now. He's going right down the middle.
Gotcha. Go up front. He's gonna jump. Make him come up right there. Oh yeah! Keep him away.
Do it again.
Make him jump again. That was awesome! Dude, that was so cool.
It was cool. That was totally cool.
Let me get the trolling motor up.
Going right through. Going right through.
Where do you want to go?
Looks like he's headed back. Going back, just back up, straight up.
Loosen up if you need to.
That was a great thing about that day, is that even though we're fishing in a giant channel that's pretty deep, still very visual.
Yep.
Like, we're seeing the bite because we're watching that balloon just go down. Keep on going. We're walking him like a dog.
The wind's gonna blow us to the left where we want to go.
Let's just try to get past this piling.
All right, I'm good.
He's headed back up to the bridge. There were times of that day where I'm literally going through my fishing file cabinet in my head going, would this be a good place to fish? No, wind direction's wrong for this place, tide's wrong for this place. Man, too windy for fly fishing on the ocean, we get pounded out there. And I'm literally going through everything in my mind, and I'm thinking, if we weren't fishing right here, I really don't know where else we would fish. And I think I even asked you that. I'm like, do you think that you could come up with another place where we could be hooking tarpon and, you know, moderately comfortable?
It was the perfect place to be. That's awesome, man. That was so cool.
Two jumps right in the middle of the bridge.
He jumped right at us, man. And this is some great fishing.
Yeah, it is.
That is the best invention there, that little rig with the float. Control that distance. It just makes it so much easier. Let's land them right here. Don't break them off. You got the leader there.
Yep. Doesn't count on this one though, because I'm using like a 30-foot leader.
Here he's coming up, coming up. He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump. Yeah!
And
all
that's
right.
it. That's good enough.
How about that,
Good
dude?
enough.
Woo!
Good enough.
That was awesome.
Oh look, the hook broke again.
Look at that. You got it right to the leader. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Now
Cool.
that's what I call a good release. Woo! That was awesome.
These tarpon have been more than.
Coming up, gonna jump. Oh yes, sir. That was
These
cool.
things have been more than cooperative.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Hawks Cay, the only key you'll need. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Vicious, get vicious. And by Power Pole. And Buff.
There are some areas in Florida that are marquee tarpon spots, right? And there are plenty of places that you could just go catch a tarpon. Southern end of the Keys, you've got Key West Harbor. Everything sets up for that to be a place where there are just massive amounts of fish in Key West Harbor. You come up the Keys a little bit, the next major destination is Bahia Honda. These are just places where the current just runs through these things just perfect. You're gonna have tremendous current flow coming through, and the fish are gonna stack up like that, and it's really, really amazing. Like a whole school coming up, and you could tell that that was all the first fish coming, and then there were fish coming behind them, and it's just like constant rolling. I mean, just rolling, and you're just thinking, well, how many fish could possibly be down there for them to be rolling like that? But
A lot.
it's thousands, man.
Boy, there's 100 of them right behind us. Oh my gosh.
Tons of fish. Tons and tons of fish.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at
got
that
'em
school
all
out
back
behind
there.
you. There he is.
Good job.
Right in that eddy, man. Woo. Yeah! I love it.
Boy, we
There he
will.
Oh, look at that jump. Woo! Yeah, baby. Outgoing tide, Bahia Honda. I told you, it gets good. I've learned over the years, the tackle that I like to use there is definitely the braided line. I go 65-pound braided line on those big Finor reels, those offshore reels. You got a great drag. I can put an incredible amount of pressure when the time's right. Now the leader, this is what something you've showed me over the years. The leader doesn't have to be super heavy. We can go down to even 40 or 50, I think we're using 50-pound fluorocarbon. So 65-pound braided line and 50-pound fluorocarbon. Normally I would never go lighter than the braid. What you showed me with a circle hook, we're getting hooked on the outside, and then when we first hook that fish, when you first get him hooked, the drag is a little lighter. That way when he's jumping, he's going crazy, we're bowing, we're giving him a little slack when he's jumping, and he won't chafe through that leader. But then after he's done his first 5 minutes of fighting and gone crazy, that's when you can start putting that heat on, cranking that drag a little, putting a little extra pressure, and that's really what lets you catch those fish in a decent amount of time.
Right.
The worst thing that we could possibly do for those tarpon is fight them too long. Dude, this is awesome. I was telling you, as soon as that tide starts flowing out, man, that's when I've always had my best luck. I've never done as good as we did today on the incoming, but this outgoing is what we were waiting for all day.
Yeah. Well, a day like today, man, I don't know how you can miss. It is a little windy, but man, what a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Water's crystal, fish are biting. Got a great spot, kind of out of the wind, a little bit of shelter. The guy wants to go over and get in their boat.
It's also kind of what's the goal for the day? You know, you and I, we've each caught lots of tarpon. So catching another one and putting our hands on it, is that the most important thing of the day, or are we just out there trying to have a good time? You know, we're out there having a good time. So if the fish comes off, hey, fish came off. So that allows us to use the lighter leaders. If I can get more bites and I don't actually land the fish to the boat, I'm all for that.
Coming up. Coming up again. Oh, yeah.
Good job, man.
Oh, he got off.
Got off? Got off, that's okay. He gave us a good ride.
Dude, that
Real
was
good
cool.
ride.
Woo. Shook the hook out. That was
Go
cool.
back up there to the spot before we get in this rough condition here.
That was cool, huh?
Very good. Very good.
I think we'll be able to go back there and hook them up almost immediately.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Yeti Coolers, built for the wild. By Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate. Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. By Loadmaster. And Costa.
One of the things I liked about Bahia Honda is that, you know, there is a minimum amount of etiquette that you need to display to get along with all the guys that are there and fishing there regularly. And that's basically, if he's in the one bridge span, you don't need to be in there and you don't need to cut right behind him. And basically, if you can kind of stay out of everybody's way, you know, what I liked about it is that everybody was really cool there.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's doing their own thing. Some people are hooking more fish than others, but basically everybody's doing their own thing, and everybody kind of understood the unwritten rule that, look, just don't cut across me. You know, you may hook a fish that comes over here, and that's totally cool. I may hook a fish that goes over to you, that's totally cool. We can't control the fish, but it was just cool, man. You got the sunset, you've got all these boats, nobody's yelling at one another, nobody's getting in trouble, everybody's kind of being very respectful of one another. We had Chris from C2 Charters that was super cool to us, man. I mean, he
Never
was
even
like,
knew him, yeah.
he was like, yeah, I mean, he was like, you know, hey, use a little smaller crab. Hey, the rig's this. And you know, that's kind of the deal. There's thousands of fish there. You know, you don't have to be protective of them. I mean, there's plenty for everybody. I just thought the whole vibe there was just awesome.
My favorite part of the whole trip was there towards the evening. You know, I love that outgoing tide, and you know, the sunset, and it just, you know, the light gets kind of just beautiful, and you know, seeing the tarpon rolling, and just you know, you look down that bridge and there's boats, everybody, and they're hooking up one after the other, and just you know, just an awesome way to spend an evening.
There he is.
There he just went down, just I called it. Come on, get
big
him.
guy. Come
Get
on.
him, get him.
There he is.
Get him, get the hook in him.
Come on.
Oh, yes, sir! That's so cool, dude.
Wow. He is taking off.
Woo, that was awesome.
Man, there's a lot of fish in here.
Dude, that balloon technique is the trick. When I first saw you pull that balloon out, I was like, I don't know about that.
It works
good.
even on this.
I love learning something new.
This guy was a fast swimmer. Fast swimmer, man. He took off hard.
One of the last ones that we caught of the day, you know, it's hooked up right. It's a really big fish, and I'm plenty happy if the thing gets off, but it's just hooked just right, you know? And so we end up having to bring that fish all the way to the boat to get the hook out.
Come on, big fella. Man, this guy's a stud. Up current, down current, all around. Hard fighting fish right here.
That last one, that big one, he jumped like crazy, went ballistic, and then we fought him with that outgoing tide right under the old bridge.
Yeah,
you know?
took us way out there.
And into the ocean, and it started to get pretty rough out there. I mean, that was where, you know, I was saying we need to land this fish now because it was just going to get rough out there with the wind blowing. The sun was setting, it was getting towards the end of the day, and that was a monster tarpon.
God, what an awesome Florida Keys experience, man. Afternoon, sunset, tarpon fishing,
My
they're
favorite.
biting. We got the right bait, we got the right rig, we got the right boat, we got the right everything. Everything's perfect, man.
My favorite time of day, my favorite time of year. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what's inside of my new tackle box this year. I keep a very simple tackle box. I usually don't go with these big elaborate ones. Tom brings everything in the kitchen sink. I'm usually a smaller kind of tackle box kind of guy. And this is perfect for me. It's 3700 HydroFlow guide series. What I've been loading it up with is I'm using 3 of these big deeper trays. Have one with all my hooks and weights and everything like that. I'm going with the gasket sealed, the waterproof boxes there. I think that's real important. Keep that water out, and when we latch these down, that's really secure. I'm able to get 3 of those in here. I keep one with my lures, top waters, jerk baits, whatever. Keep that there. I keep one with all my leader material, wire, fluorocarbon, bobbers, anything I need there. And then I got everything I need right there. I also have, what I really like is when I'm fishing, it's got this little spot on top where I can put a tray up there. That's the one I'm gonna get to the quickest there. Just have that latched up there. I can put it on the deck. All the HydroFlow bags have a feature that I just absolutely love, and that's this raised platform on the bottom, rubber feet that when we set it on the deck there, if water's sloshing around the deck, my gear is not gonna get wet. To me, the thing that's most annoying is when I spend $300, $400 on tackle, hooks, everything I got in my box set up, is when water gets in there, everything is ruined. The salt water down here, just a little bit of salt in there, and everything rusts. So these bags, I really like the way they keep everything dry. Some other features I like about it is they put a harder top on here that keeps the water from getting in. This is also hard on the sides there, which is good to put my sunglasses in. Sometimes when I leave early in the morning, I can forget my sunglasses, so I keep an extra pair of sunglasses right on the side there. Keeps them protected. It's almost like a sunglass case. Been really happy with that bag there. It's nice and light, compact, fits in my little skiff, and perfect for everything I need.
The Hawks Case Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by True Flies, life off the chart. By Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. And by Motor Guide. And Fraybill.
For full-length shows, step-by-step instruction, and stuff you've never seen on TV, go to saltwaterexperience.com.
Man, you know, I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite tarpon fishing days ever. Just because we woke up this morning, we looked outside, we thought, God, man, the wind is cranking. What in the world are we gonna do? We'll be lucky to do anything, you know? We'll be lucky to catch a fish. We kind of knock around a couple of plans, come up with this. And man, it's really not, I mean, you go on the other side of the bridge, it's nasty and rough and awful. But right here, pretty nice.
Yeah.
These tarpon have been more than...
Coming up, gonna jump. Oh, yes, sir. That was
These
cool.
things have been more than cooperative.
You know, you always say it's not that important to you to land one until he's right there. Then you're thinking, well, I would like to get that hook out of the fish. You know, that'd be cool to get the hook out, and also to take a, you know, get a picture, touch him or whatever. And you know, that was a good one. That was one of the bigger fish probably that I landed all season. You know, actually all the way to the boat. You hook some that you kind of think are bigger, but that was a good one. You know, had a great big head on him, and definitely a good fish.
That's a pretty nice fish right there.
Yeah, he is. That's a big tail there. Look at that big log. That's a fat fish, dude.
I think this might be the biggest one I've caught this year.
Definitely the biggest one of the day so far. Oh!
It's a nice one.
Good job.
I don't think he's quite not quite ready to let you grab his face.
Oh! That was great. Oh, he's beautiful. There he is. Look at that big hog. Oh, he's a fat one, dude. Don't go anymore, you got in the weights. Yeah, baby, how about that for a
Bring
tarpon,
Richie.
dude? Oh my gosh, that thing is enormous. Come grab his tail. That thing is enormous.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one.
Wow.
Nice, beautiful Bahia Honda tarpon. Let's just get that hook out.
Get the hook out.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
get it. This guy needs to go back.
Look at that, you got him good.
Yep, right in the button.
Nice. Grab his tail, quick. Dude, that's a long fish.
That is a good one.
That is a fat one.
That's a good one right there.
That is a fat tarpon.
I
Nice
don't know how long
job.
that is, but that's a good one. Full grown. Full grown. Good
Let him
job.
go.
Yeah.
All right, see you, buddy. Woo!
Watch out for Mr.
Dude.
Hammerhead.
What a day.
That was really one of the best days ever.